everyone, Saki here and welcome back to my channel. So welcome to the last video of the year. I struggled for a long time trying to come up with what I wanted to be my final YouTube video of the year, but I think this topic is so close to my heart and it's something that I've been wanting to talk about ever since I started my YouTube channel, and I've just struggled with how I wanted to word it and how I wanted to format the video. And to be honest, for a long time I just didn't know what to say. So as you may have already gathered from the title, this video is going to be all about confidence in J fashion. I had originally filmed this video in a tip style kind of video, like a tip on how to gain confidence and stuff, but I ended up not posting that video just because I felt a little bit uncomfortable with the format of it. I just felt like in that video I was telling people how to do this and how to do that, and to be honest, I'm not an expert. I don't feel like I have that authority to do that. I still struggle with confidence every single day, just like a lot of people out there. So I decided I wanted to do one of those heart-to-heart, just chatty talking videos, and I've never done this before, and I didn't write a script, I didn't write any notes down, so I'm sorry if it's really rambly, but I hope that it helps somebody, and I hope you enjoy having this chat with me. So one of the questions that I get asked a lot is, how do I have confidence to wear J fashion outside and in my personal life every single day? To be honest, I don't think there's a correct answer to this. I don't think that there's one thing that makes me feel confident. Definitely my confidence has built over time, just like confidence with anything else. Just to give you a little bit of background, I've been into alternative fashion or Japanese fashion pretty much since I was young. I think I started out in middle school. I'm not going to give you a full history of my fashion style because that would take forever, but yeah, basically in middle school I was really alternative. I dressed punk a lot. Towards the end of middle school I really liked the Harajuku style, so I dressed a little bit more towards decora but still kind of punk. And then in high school I really got into Korean fashion, so I wore a lot of the clothes Korean idols were wearing, so that wasn't super out there or anything, but it was a little bit different from the normal fashion in America. And then towards the end of high school and the beginning of college, I really got into gyaru style. I loved pop teen. I loved the gyaru style with the heavy makeup and the false lashes, and I just really loved that. And that was around the first time that I started buying Liz Lisa as well. I think that was around 2012, I believe. So I kind of think my J fashion journey has been all over the place, up and down, and to be honest, it took me a really long time to find a style that I was really comfortable in. Towards the end of college and after I graduated college, I really just stopped dressing alternatively. I gave into the idea that I had to dress like an adult because now I was in the working world. So I bought a lot of stuff from Forever 21 and H&M and pretty much just conformed to the normal style. However, in 2016, I rediscovered Liz Lisa on Instagram. I can't remember what exactly made me look up Liz Lisa again, but to be honest, I didn't even know that you could buy Liz Lisa from overseas back then. I seriously thought that I could only buy it in Japan. So that's why my collection was really small before, and now it's just exploded. So coming back into the fashion in 2016, I definitely had to start off easy. So my number one tip, I told you I wasn't going to give it in tips, but I honestly think that this is a really great tip. So when I was coming back into Japanese fashion in 2016, I didn't rush into it. At first, I bought a few pieces. I think they were mainly skirts. I bought some really beautiful Liz Lisa skirts, but because I hadn't been dressing in J fashion for a few years, I still felt a little bit uncomfortable wearing such intricate print skirts with a lot of ribbons. So how I started out slow is by wearing my Liz Lisa skirt with a really plain top or a sweater on top, from Forever 21 or something like that. I just found that mixing brands like that, it really helps to tone down something that you're wearing that is a little bit different. Yeah, so I would wear Liz Lisa skirts with a lot of Forever 21 sweaters and maybe with some sneakers or some boots. I'll try to insert a few pictures throughout the video just so that you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I honestly was really afraid and uncomfortable to wear a fancy blouse with a Liz Lisa skirt, even in 2016, because I thought that was a little bit too over the top. But as I kept buying more Liz Lisa pieces, I found that my want and need to wear the clothing was kind of outweighing my awkwardness or my shyness about wearing them out in public. I still didn't wear my Liz Lisa clothing to work for a long time just because I thought it was too cutesy or too fancy, or I don't know, I just felt super out of place, so I didn't really wear it to work that often just because I was afraid of people's reactions. Not necessarily the people that I work with and the people around me, just okay, let's backtrack for a second. If you didn't know, I work in a restaurant. I own and manage a restaurant in downtown Denver, and I literally have to meet new people every single day. I probably see about 100 people a day, sometimes more depending on how busy it is. And I was really afraid to wear any J fashion to work just because I always see random people throughout the day and I felt like I would be judged for it. And so I just felt really uncomfortable for a long time. And I think one thing to note is that it's okay to feel uncomfortable. I don't think confidence is like gained overnight. Like I've been saying, it's something that has gradually grown for me, and I feel like I can still work on it even to this day. So what made me start being a little bit more comfortable wearing this stuff to work is I started wearing a lot more pink to work, just because I rediscovered my love for pink. Yes, there was a time where I didn't wear pink that often and it was really, really crazy, but I was going through something and I don't know. But yes, so I started wearing a lot more pink, and so it doesn't seem like it should be a big deal, but pink is a really loud color in my opinion, like especially this kind of pink. So yeah, I just started wearing a lot of pink to work. I got really into like the cutesy kind of feel, and honestly that kind of like helped me bridge the gap a little bit, just because like pink is such a cute color and I felt like really, really comfortable in it and really cute. And that's kind of how I feel in Liz Lisa or J Fashion clothing. It's just like really comfortable and really cute, and that's how I like to feel. And so from there I decided to just wear a couple pieces from my Liz Lisa collection, like skirts like I was saying before, like skirts with boots and skirts with sweaters. And honestly, I don't think I got very many looks from that, just because like, you know, it's a skirt. Although I do live in a place where like skirts and dresses and stuff like aren't super common, like a lot of people just wear like flannels and jeans here. So I did get looked at a little bit weird from time to time, but I think it's just because I was like more overdressed than like most people on the street, if that makes sense. Not necessarily because of my like J Fashion or whatever. So yeah, it definitely took me a little bit of time getting used to wearing Liz Lisa clothing to work. Like I've been saying before, I just think you have to start a little bit at a time. It's so easy for people just to throw advice out there and be like, do what you want, like wear what you want, wear what makes you happy. But I understand that that's so much easier said than done. But if you really want to dress the way that you want to, you have to be brave. The word brave can be used in like so many contexts, but honestly I do think it's brave to be able to go out into the world looking a little bit different than other people and feeling comfortable and happy in it. One thing that I used to do a lot is get really, really offensive when somebody asked me about my clothing or asked me about my style. Like people would literally stop me and be like, that's a really interesting style. And for some reason, like even though that statement is super neutral, and I guess it could be even positive in a way, I would get immediately like have that feeling of like, don't look at me, don't talk to me. Do you know what I'm saying? And I think that is one of the things you have to let go of like immediately. Like if people say something about your style, you can't think that they're saying something negative, because a lot of the times there aren't. A lot of the times they're like actually curious about what you're wearing, where you got it from, what your style is, and they just want to talk about it or just comment on it. You don't have to answer aggressively, you don't have to be offended. I just think that it's a natural reaction to act that way, but that's definitely something that you have to let go of to be more confident. So now if people like ask me what's my style or even just comment on like what I'm wearing, I'm just like, oh yeah, I bought it from Japan, and that kind of shuts everybody up. And people are just like, oh, okay, and then leave me alone. So yeah, I definitely think one of the things that you have to do is to let go of that feeling of being offended and let go of thinking that people are commenting to be negative, because a lot of the times they're not. Wow, so I don't really know where I'm going with this video. I really should have written a script. The last thing that I wanted to say about confidence in J fashion or Japanese fashion, or I guess just any alternative fashion in general, is use the internet as a resource. Like I've been saying, it took me a while to like start wearing Liz Lisa like out to work and out into the world basically, but I started off posting a lot of my like cords and like the stuff that I wanted to wear on Instagram. Like I would post on Instagram. Sometimes I wouldn't have the confidence to wear it to work, but I would definitely post on Instagram first, just because it makes me happy to see my coordinates and outfits on there. And ever since I started posting coordinates on Instagram, I have been so overwhelmed by the amount of positive response. Like I honestly think that Instagram was like the #1 thing that helped me gain confidence. When I first started rediscovering Liz Lisa again, I had no idea what was out there. I had no idea about this big community that there is. I seriously had no idea that there's so many like different little communities for all different types of fashions, all different types of things really. But that has made a huge difference in my self-esteem and in my confidence. Reason being is that there are so many awesome, supportive people out there that I never ever knew about, and I didn't think that you can get from an online community. Like I've always been active on the internet, like ever since I was young obviously, but I never found like a community like this. I'm sorry, like my thoughts are all over the place. I don't know if you can understand, but like, so back on track. So I first started posting my Liz Lisa coordinates on Instagram, and ever since then I've gotten a lot of positive feedback. Like people have been saying like how cute it is and like giving me really encouraging messages, and honestly that like helped boost my confidence so much. I just kept posting the outfits that that I really like, and just kept posting, you know, things that I like in general. And even my friends in real life would comment and be really, really supportive. So honestly, that to me translated from confidence online to confidence in real life. Like, it came to a point where I just felt like I was so supported and so encouraged that like I just felt comfortable dressing like however I wanted to outside. Even though not everybody in the world and not everybody that you meet will get it and understand what you're wearing, understand like it's a fashion or whatever. Just because I had met so many wonderful, wonderful people online, just knowing that there were other people like me who love this fashion and who are there as encouragement and support made a whole world of difference for me. So I think no matter what style of fashion you like, whether it's Lolita, J fashion, goth, like whatever there is out there, there's definitely an online community somewhere for you. And I think it's so important to connect with other people because they're going through the same things as you. People look at them the same way that they look at you. And it's just so nice to know that there are other people out there. And if you talk, it's so nice to be able to like encourage each other and support each other as well. So yeah, I feel like I've just, you know, been rambling about this subject and I really don't know where this video is going anymore. But basically, I just wanted to say, for those of you out there who are struggling with confidence in Japanese fashion, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to be yourself. Don't be afraid to open up to other people. Don't be afraid to start doing the things that you love, because I was there once and I totally understand how it is to be afraid of people judging you, to be afraid of people making comments about how you look. But if you can get over that fear and just start building confidence one day, one step at a time, in the end, it's totally worth it, because I don't know, I just feel like such a more happy and confident person than I was ever before when I was younger. And I'm not 100% sure that it's because of Japanese fashion, but I definitely do feel like this is where I belong, this is what I love, and I'm gonna wear what I love. Also, I just wanted to let you know that I'm on the internet every single day, and I reply to messages and comments every single day. So if you do need somebody to talk to, I'm there for you. I got you. So message me, talk to me. Honestly, I just want to be in a community where everybody is encouraging each other and we can all just share our love for Japanese fashion. On that note, I'm gonna just end this video because I have no idea where it's going. Since it is the end of the year, I just wanted to wish everybody a happy holidays. The holidays have probably passed already, so Happy New Year, I guess? Yes, Happy New Year. Welcome to 2018. I hope that you had a great year, and I hope that this one brings joy and happiness and love to you, just everything, because I'm really happy right now, and I'm definitely thinking that 2018 will be a great year. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and let me know how I'm doing, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching. Seriously, like, I just am overwhelmed by the support that I've gotten on YouTube and Instagram, and I'm just so grateful right now, and I'm so happy. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video next year. Bye!